G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 20 of our Chaos Warlock playthrough, where we've got a little bit of juggling to do with some gear. I've just been back to normal to farm for some more chthonic seals of binding, and I may need to do a little bit of aether crystal farming as well. I'm probably going to go do a quick run through the Warden's lab. So this is the issue, right? We need elemental because cold and lightning are kind of a big deal. We also need some vitality if we can get it, and I've thought of a way of doing it. So I know we're going to be juggling some gear around a little bit. It'll be fine, okay? So first thing I need is another scaled hide because bleeding and piercing are massively overcapped, so I don't need the silk swatch anymore. So I'm going to put a scaled hide there instead, which frees up my chest component for a sanctified bone. Now, sanctified bone is going to give me 18% vitality res, which is almost going to cap vitality. Gives us a little bit more chaos as well, which means I could, I think, just take one of these off the black tallows if I need to. I don't think I'm going to need to, and I kind of like having them there anyway as we're coming into, well, after we do the left side of Homestead, we'll be coming into an area with a lot of chthonics there, and I'd like to be taking less damage from them. So, purified salt. Let's just do salt. I need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely need more aether crystals, but we may get away with not needing them right now. So if I swap these over, oh, that's right. No, I need them because I'm going to put a wardstone on one of these. That was kind of the whole point of this. And for a wardstone, I need 3 of these. Okay, so let's just do a quick run through the Warden's laboratory. I make these plans and then I forget the second half of it. I swear I'm going senile in my, well, 30s. Alright, so that's a shard. It's the wrong one. Stop giving me shards, please. I just need crystals. Just a couple of crystals, please. There we go. There's 1, there's 2. May as well get the rest as well since we're here. And since I'm sure I will need more of these at some point. Alright, let's take out Garminix, the regenerator. There he goes. Don't think I need any of that stuff, but probably should pick it up for bits. Anyway, we're here for crystals, not for bits. 8th crystal, what are we up to? 5, 6? We've got 7, and a shard. And it probably wouldn't hurt to have another cluster or 2 either. I'm usually pretty bad about using clusters until it's too late to really benefit from them. Same deal with the mirror. I often forget to use it. Okay, so we should get 14 aether clusters, crystals, or shards altogether. What do we got? Yep, that's 14. That'll do me. Let's go back to town. And what do we got here? Slith Venom. I can get another one of those, no problem. And we don't have any armor augments yet. Right, so Wardstone needs that. Slith Venom we'll be putting on our... Where is it? That one. Slith Venom back on the amulet. And I think that should cap all of the resistances except for vitality at 79%. So, first things first, keep item. Thank you. Sanctified bone on chest. Keep item. Scaled hide on shoulders. Keep item. Kinda hurts a little bit to break a black tallow. Especially after what I just said about coming into a nice area full of chthonics, but them's the breaks. 1% over on chaos, 1% under on vitality. We'll probably be okay. The other thing... No, that's it. This helmet is too good. I kind of wish I hadn't found this helmet, to be honest. Because that's like 200% resistances. And I was going to put this Fetton mask on, but I don't think I'm going to anymore. As much as I really want +1 to all skills, without getting several gear upgrades, I can't take that helmet off. But anyway, let's see, we had some cleaning up to do. So I have Lutra in the Broken Hills. So I'm going to go clean up Lutra. Make it sound like I'm going to run her over with my car. Although that's honestly not too far from what's about to happen. So I'm going to get Lutra, who is just up here. That'll get, I want to say 3, but it might only be 2. I can't remember if I did this in normal. But at least 2 attribute points. Then we'll go back to the, is it Dead Man's Gulch, I think? We have to talk to Colin Tavern and also collect Ulgrim so we can progress with Homestead.
That skill's not ready.
I was also looking at the devotions, and I think I'm going to leave the devotions as they are until I make the swap over to the Black Flame set. I think I would rather have my health not degenerating just until then. So I'm going to stick with the safer, less damage alternative, and we'll leave the degen for later. I also just kind of don't have enough attacks for the procs that I already have. For example, if you come in here, the Fiend here, current level 17, I don't actually have anything to bind that to. I'm seriously considering putting one of the Soleil's flame things on here, both because it has vitality and I think chaos resist shred, but also just to have an extra attack so I can link that. So even if I never use it, it'll still be getting some XP. Unlinked procs don't level up, so it's probably worth doing that. Or maybe even just spending a point in just anything. Drigg's Evil Eye, just attach it to something so as it's there. Looks like I did indeed already do this in normal. That's fine. And then we go to Dead Man's Gulch. We have to go collect our cook and our... This bloke with his dead sister. So Ripperoni and Pepperoni, or however that goes. Okay, Homestead. For some reason I didn't get the Prospector's Trail here. And you know what? I'm just going to leave that until later. At some point I'll be doing Treasure Trove runs and I'll pick that up then. Alright, as long as we're here. Let's actually click on the correct option. We check Isaiah Redden. It doesn't seem like he has anything particularly good there. Let's have a look at his rings. That's a lot of elemental. Can I take that off? Kind of can, actually. I could take this ring off completely. And the impervious, the pierce and bleeding. We're still well over the cap, so I could put this on, get a bunch of elemental, a little bit of bleeding. Could put this on, get a bunch of other things. That would cap vitality and give us a little bit of overcap. I could use this bad boy for some extra armor, some health regen, offensive, defensive, physique. I think I'm going to go with that one, actually. Where did that go? Oh, it's auto-equipped it. Okay, well, I didn't expect that I'd be able to do that. We're also getting these in a little while, so we'll be losing a little bit more pierce, but that's fine. And we'll be gaining some Aether. And actually losing a little bit of Elemental, but that's also probably fine. Okay, I need a Soul... whatchamacallit? Soul Shard. I'm going to hang on to this just in case. That is a lot of resistances. That was not ideal. Let's go this one instead. Put one of those on there. And then... I mean, I could go and get another Slith Venom, but honestly, I don't think we need it, so let's just have a poke at the stairs. How do stairs work? Alright, 71. Got that, more points in physique. Eldritch Fire level up is always good. Go have a poke at the Homestead guy. What have you got? Two-handed, one-handed. Anything for jewelry? No. And then these are going to be weapons as well. What is on my weapon? Void Beast. So this is a tiny amount of chaos damage and some offensive ability. can we do better than that? Bit of armor, some pierce resist. Don't really need that. Seems like the answer is no, at least for this guy. Alright, quick duck back to Old Arkovia because I want to get the Mark of Mogdrogan blueprint. And we may as well, while we're here, have a look at those augments as well. So what do we got? This is rings and amulets. 10% elemental resist might be a good idea, actually. 3% health. Damage to undead. This is all weapon stuff. Health, bit of regen. Yeah, I think it's just going to be that. All right. And the Mark of Mogdrogan, I'm actually not going to make this currently. This is percent health, basically percent health plus a Mark of the Traveler. So I'm not going to make this yet, but I will make one of these eventually. The reason why is this is something like 50 Aether shards, or Aether crystals, sorry. So it's a little bit expensive, and yeah, we're going to leave that for now. Where did that go? There it is. Okay. Maybe I should have got Vitality, actually. It's whatever. Alright, let's go actually do some content here. So, back to Homestead. And we'll go talk to Captain Soma, and then we've got some eggs to bash just outside of the town.
I'll skip the Legion is split on.
Okay. Quickly bank all of these crafting components I just spent all that time fetching. And this I really want. And the rest, I'm kind of looking forward to having options. This might be the first time in the playthrough where I've kind of felt like I was on top of resistances. Okay, so we follow the top road here, and obviously we're going to kill all the eggs, if I could aim. But the main reason for following the road here is that we will pick up Dahlia's diary, which is going to be here, and I know her name's not actually Dahlia, but you know what? It is now. And we're going to blow up her wardrobe and take her chest. Just because we can. You know, it's there. Why not? Okay, next job is to find the last will and testament of Matthias, what's his name, and also a few more egg sacs, because I may have gotten a little bit excited and skipped the eggs. Okay, I'm going back for the eggs. I don't like leaving the quest half done. Also don't like being trapped against a rock by a giant bug. Seems not good. Here we go, we've got 2 eggs down here. And also Ulmerix, who looks like a bug in need of a chaos beam to the face. So, happy I could help. More eggs, and how many more do I need? 6. I need 4 more. I need 2 more. And there's 2 down here. Alright. Bug eggs successfully destroyed. Strange how we only need exactly 10 of them, and then the rest are no longer quest updates. Like this one here, I can still kill it, but they don't care anymore. Just like all those MMO quests. Go and get me 8 wolf butts. Wolves are a problem. Go kill 8 of them, bring me their butts. So you kill 8 of them, and you look out into the field, and there's still dozens of wolves, but they don't care anymore. Big B, okay. Was that Harprax? That died really fast. Not that I'm complaining, but that was quite quick. Okay, now the next thing we have to do is find the last will of Matthias Everbrook, and it's right here. So that's convenient. Also, we have a regenerator here. Just throw seal underneath him. And down he goes. Alright, and we picked up yet another double rare. This one is rubbish. Stone-Faced is okay. Caged Souls is also okay. Both of them together on a regular old two-handed axe is, or one-handed axe is not okay. we'll be selling that for whatever anyone's willing to buy it for. If you didn't find your will in this building, it could be in the barn to the north, could be in the house directly south. So if you run straight down on the map, there'll be a house there. And it could be in there, so I'll just quickly show it. Here's the barn. You're looking for a dead body on the floor. Obviously, it's not going to be here in my game, but it's kind of here-ish, I think, from memory. But don't forget to come underneath here and just look around. You'll find it if it's here. If you don't find it, pretty much straight away, like it's not hidden or anything. If you don't find it straight away, it's not here. Check this building. This building, you already saw exactly where it is. It's right here at the foot of the bed. If it's not there, you head directly south here and into this building, which has the door blocked. And the body will be right here next to this. What is this, a lectern? Right next to Walter's note. It'll be kind of on the floor here. And just because I'm in the area, also going to blast the back door off. Go grab this loot. And if you don't find it in any of these three areas, then there's one more place it almost certainly will be unless you've missed it. And there will be a short delay before I run past it. Because before we do that, we have to go and liberate a demon from being stuck inside a tiny girl. Which sounds like some sort of torture to me, but apparently it's okay. So directly south of the rotting croplands there, come down here, and we're exchanging one dynamite for a Blood of Chthon. Which is a pretty good trade, in my opinion. Alright, so you basically take the bottom option until you get to your Deceiver Demon and attack. And then you blow the demon up. And if you're playing a life-stealing build, be aware that the fire on the floor will start stacking up, similar to the Aether from Cronley. And as soon as this dies, you want to kind of get out of the way. Or at least get out of the fire. There we go. So we've successfully traded our dynamite for a Blood of Chthon. This was the quest reward for killing it. And from there we can just jump straight back to the rotting croplands. Just let me check how we're doing. And go. Alright. So from the waypoint there, if you head pretty much directly west, you will run into this little house right about here. And this is the location of the final place that you can find the last will of what's-his-face. And for some reason, he's hidden a bunch of loot sort of over here. Now, I didn't notice if the totem was there. You could have your totem here. This is going to be an ancient Aether-warped totem. So if you're not ready to fight a bunch of really, really big, angry, nasty ethereal golems, then maybe don't click on it. It is one of the more dangerous totems in the game. It could also be here, same totem. This area has one ancient Aether-warped totem, and it's just down to where did it spawn. It's always ancient, it's always Aether-warped, and it's always dangerous. So if you're worried about that, then just walk past it. It will spawn either... so, where are we? This is where the rift is. It will spawn up here against this kind of wall. So you can run from the rift, you just run straight up and it'll be there. Or it can be just here by this little gap in the fence. Or it can be just south of this little barn. The last place it'll be is going to be way all the way up north. And once I get around to farming totems, that's probably one I'm going to be hitting kind of semi-regularly. I usually don't mess with it until I get bored of the Gloomwald, just because the Gloomwald is so efficient for farming loot, but it's also, you know, it's the same area for 6 or 7 hours at a time. Sometimes you need a change. Okay, so that was the detonation site for the will that we just found. If you don't have the will, you will not have a detonation site. So you'll need to pick that up in order to get that. It is an exalted chest. You are guaranteed a single blue or better item from that chest. And you are guaranteed that it will not be there next time you come back. Next thing we need to worry about is where's the beehive? Or the bug hive. I'm thinking it's going to be along here somewhere. So, there it is. No, it isn't. There it is. Looks like we're going to be taking the scenic route. These cows, somehow a lot taller than they look. Alright, I think that's probably enough. So we'll duck in here and just make our way through. There is an exalted stash in here as well. And I'll point out where they are as we go. This first little area down, you'll see here, the only reason to go down there is to check for the exalted stash, or there is also a semi-guaranteed, or I guess there's no such thing as semi-guaranteed, it either is or it isn't, a semi-regular boss that spawns down there. There's almost always one there, so hence the semi, but yeah, no such thing as semi-guaranteed. Anyway, there's a boss in here, usually. There's also, I think it's 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 chance that the exalted stash is going to be right there. This wall being in the way, it's kind of annoying. Alright, I think I see the boss up there, see the aura. He is an ethereal, or an aether enchanted boss, we'll call him. For those of you who have played Diablo, you'll kind of understand that reference. For those of you who haven't, consider it. It's a really good game. Okay, so I got a purple out of this one. That was my one-shot chest. Unfortunately, it is a Nightblade two-handed sword, which is really weird. I have played a build. I actually chucked this on my Dervish and turned him into a poison Shadow Striker. And it kind of works pretty well, actually. Pretty good damage. Was one of my first characters way back in the day. Alright, so Hiveguard and Oxus. It's actually doing a decent amount of damage here. I think it's more the goop we're standing in, so maybe we'll get out of the goop. Alright, you can completely skip that fight, by the way. There's very little benefit aside from, I guess, XP. And potentially loot, so I guess it's kind of the same benefit as fighting everything else in the game. Alright, next stop is going to be Golus. I'm gonna go and relieve him of his ring. So this one down here is the midway point. This is the Skittering Den. And we are going down again. I can see the rock in the map there. Just up here means I need to go this way because the other way is a dead end. Also, if you didn't find your exalted stash where I did, you may find it in here. Just ahead. So where all these bugs are, basically. You may find it up here in this little section. I think it's usually over here against this wall, but I don't find it here very often. So, somewhere in this area. There we go. And now we can head down and say hello to Golus. So there's trolls in here. Poison and vitality resistance. Vitality for the trolls, poison for all the bugs. Superior fervors, not bad at all. Alright, here's the trolls. Putting their vitality damage under my feet. And then the bugs, which are going to fill the place with poison. I'm going to do this shrine. This is a fight shrine. And it has loot, so we're going to do it. Where'd that albino bug go? There he is. I don't know when it became a thing that albino colored enemies Like if you have regular spiders and then you run into an albino spider, it's always going to be tougher. Not sure when that became a thing. Alright, who's left? Jeez, everything's left. Alright. Regenerator. We'll leave him till last. We're going to have to... But wait, there's more. Gonna have to really focus on him. There we go. Alright, so we didn't really pick up much in the way of great gear, but we've got a blueprint. Where did it go? Next page? There it is. So we'll pick all this up. Much? I'm over 1 million already. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, I'm gonna kill off his friends first. And may as well use a mirror, why not? And then Gollus, we just kill him. I don't think he can kill us, but he does occasionally just all of a sudden drop characters. I'm not sure what it is. I think he shadow strikes or something, so if you try and run away, there's a good chance he'll kill you. But Impervious of the Diviner, that is a lot of resistances. Let's have a look at that ring. As soon as I can find it. There it is. So we got a level 84 base. That is Pierce, Poison, Elemental. Plus 2 to Doombolt is actually pretty good. A ton of health. A little bit of chaos damage on that. So that's actually a pretty good ring. Chuck it in the pile of rings that I probably won't use. The Impervious there, I believe, is the Pierce and Poison, and then the Diviner is going to give you the Elemental. Yeah, Pierce and Poison for Impervious. That's actually a pretty good ring. Anyway, don't need it for now, but may be useful in the future. Let's head back up. I've already killed one of the Viziers. I've got to get the other one, and then we'll be able to access the Queen's chambers and cancel her subscription to life. Here we go. So we're back up to the main floor here. Alright. So that was all procs. I didn't cast any spells there. Okay, and we are going 2 more in here. We're getting very close. What are we up to? 47. So 2 more levels. 74, and we'll start working on possession here. And then possession is going to be even more damage reduction. After that, probably start looking at Aspect of the Guardian, which means I have to maintain a lot of Dreeg, which is not really something I want to do, but it really is just too good. That amount of physical resist, you're probably looking at somewhere around 15% phys res from that buff. And then that on top of whatever you get from your gear, make very tanky characters as a Warlock. We're obviously not talking like soldier levels, but, or, you know, specifically Warlord or Water. But it's still quite tanky. 40% or 30%, whatever it turns out to be maths-wise. 2 buffs of 20% damage reduction is pretty good. Alright, it's Queen time. So, fighting the Queen, you want poison resist and probably a lot of physical as well. Generally speaking, though, you should be more or less maxed by the time you get to this point. Also, you've probably heard me say this a couple times by this point, so you should be fine. Alright, let's round up all the little bugs. We can take care of them, and then we'll worry about the Queen. I think these little ones are coming from the Queen. There we go, get them to chase us. Get them to chase us, and then funnel them into a tunnel. And then we turn them into chaotic bug soup. Right, Queen time. So she's just basically going to keep summoning more and more of these things and sending them at us until we come in here and make her stop, basically. So, getting close, she'll stop spitting poison at you, or at least vastly reduce the amount of poison she spits at you. And I'm just going to get a little bit of energy back before she gets off her wall. There we go. Now at this point, you can fight her again. You can face tank her, but when she pulls the roof down on top of you, you want to run away because the damage is. It's not something you want to tank. Let's just put it that way. And another second, there we go. Alright, so Ravenous Claw. Plague Bearers of Corrosion is actually pretty good for the builds that would use this. I played a Sentinel with the Shield Toss ability, Aegis of Menhir. And that weapon, if you have a look at it, it's got bonuses to Aegis of Menhir. Retaliation damage added to attack. Convert all the fizz damage to poison. It's pretty good. Alright, and we're out. So, Bug Den done. Exalted Chest collected. Totem avoided. There it is up there. And I think I'm just going to leave that, and we'll go kill the amalgamation, or whatever it's called. The Aether Cow in the barn. Go whack that. I am actually going to run up to that totem though, because I want to be able to see it from further away. There we go, and oops, I clicked on it by accident. Fortunately for me, it's just regular ethereals, so I can kind of take care of it. Alright, got rid of him before he duplicated himself into a million different places. And I am standing in a lot of goop here. So, whoop. It's not regular ethereals anymore. These guys could be a problem. Okay, got a few of them. More of them clawing their way out of the ground is not ideal. Let's maybe not stand in the goop. It's probably contributing a lot to the amount of damage I'm taking there. Okay, so what do we get for our near-death experience? Actually, not very much. Glyph of Arcane Insights, some blue stuff I'm not going to use. And I think probably that's going to be it. I'm just looking at the affixes on a lot of this stuff. That's a shield, isn't it? No, it's a gun. Okay, so Formidable is one you do want to look out for. Formidable is 5% physical resist. Or I think it's up to 5. Might be like 3 to 5, something like that. Formidable is quite good, but obviously need the resists on my current boots, so we won't be using that. Just pick this up so we can sell it. I guess I'll go sell it now. Also a good time to check Isaiah here. See if he's got any resistance potions. He does. The Hoarfrost and the Storm Shroud, in my opinion, are not worth picking up. Not worth buying either. So I'm going to leave those alone. Just sell all of this stuff. Making a fortune here. All this money I don't need. I will need it. Let's say soon I'll need it. Once I start vendor shopping for a weapon. Probably need 300,000 to 400,000 bits for one weapon, for a good weapon. Alright, let's go bash the cow. So we've done 3 heroes here. What do we got? Terra, Reflective, and Aetheros. Take care of him first, and then move out of the goop. Reflective is not currently reflecting, which is good. Alright, and everybody's down. Falcon's Claw is pretty good for a lightning character. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to walk past those. Kind of want to kill them, but I also kind of don't. What are we doing? That one there. I just had this feeling I hadn't spent my attribute and skill points, so just having a look. Okay, preserving of ruin is pretty rubbish, but I'll sell it. And let's duck in here. Take out the crystals first. There's actually 2 mages in here that are heroes, which I don't love. And note to self, the seal is not the Inquisitor's seal. It doesn't give you damage reduction. Prismatic of the Wild, that's a lot of elemental, but otherwise, I don't think I care. Alright. So, if we can... hang on. If we can kill the big Aether Cow, it will drop a Pulsing Shard. And hopefully, it will drop one with some nice Chaos stuff on it. Let's find out. Alright, so we're looking for the plumes. There they are. And there is the Sunder. Not too worried about getting hit by that. It's gone by the time he catches up and starts hitting me again. And I think I can just stay here and kill him now. There we go. Alright. So we got a triple rare, actually. Essence Drinker's Pulsing Shard of the Arcane Blaze. None of that is for this build, unfortunately. However, it is a higher level Pulsing Shard, and of the Abomination isn't really amazing. So let's have a look at this. This one has more Vitality and Fire damage. We do Vitality damage, we don't really do Fire. The Aether damage doesn't matter on either. This one has more health, has less spirit, has offensive ability, has slightly less energy regen, more casting speed, less cooldown reduction. Different skills, neither of which is any good, and it has a damage proc. So I probably will swap that over. Mostly for the novelty of it being a triple rare. But also it is slightly better, I would say. Neither one of them is particularly amazing, but also you're not going to get one that's amazing for this build because we're converting all of the beam is being converted to chaos. The only thing you really need is the attack damage converted to health and the minus energy cost. I guess the crit damage is nice too, and the skill points. But the rest of that is whatever. Most of the bonuses don't apply because we're not doing Aether damage. Alright, back to Homestead. And let's have a quick look at our gear, but I think it should be fine. Do a bunch of turn-ins, might get a level out of this perhaps. And we may as well sell all of this. Alright. Yep, I do actually. And let's just have a quick look at the rings. No. Oh, he's not here yet. Because of course he isn't. We haven't done the quest for him. Okay, so the Abomination has been destroyed. Twin Fangs 17. Abominable Might rank 8. Who do we choose? Wasn't Kaiman's Idiots, was it? No, it wasn't. Good. We're staying with the Death's Vigil. Just because their quests are better, in my opinion. It's interesting seeing the split between Kaiman's Chosen and Death's Vigil fans.
Got something you need stashed?
Alright. So how are we doing for time? Just let me have a quick look here. 40 minutes. We got time. We got so much time. Do I have any Black Legion amulets?
Safe storage. No questions asked.
I have one. Well, one's better than none, so we'll take that. And we'll collect the other ones. Now, unlike normal, once you have your 5, there is no point at all to collecting any extras, because there's no ultimate plus difficulty that you can use them in. Just clearing this little area here. I will probably end up farming the totem that sometimes spawns there. So I do prefer to kind of reveal that area. You can actually see this almost from the next waypoint. Or sorry, the next rift gate. So once I get the rift gate, I'll be able to farm that one. It's more useful in telling you where the totem is not, rather than where it is. Alright, so we got honored with the outcast. I don't think I care. Ordinarily, or if it was, you know, if it was Black Legion or whatever. Where are we? Black Legion. Okay, that's good. If it was anyone actually except for the outcast, I would probably get to the next rift gate and then go back to normal and buy the writ. But the outcast is kind of not great. Okay, I've got 2. So I'll get 1 more, then we'll go talk to the Death's Vigil. Probably... I think we need to have the quest in order to see the remains for the next one. So I think we actually have to go talk to them to get that quest. But before that, I want my other Seal of Binding. And maybe we'll find Bolivar as well. Or Bolvar, or... Is that the guy's name, or is that the merchant? I think that's the merchant. Successfully found another dead end as well.
I can't do that yet.
Ooh. You guys look like cult members, so, you got any of them Seals of Binding? Gonna take that as a no. Also, while I was farming up the seals for this chest piece here, I hit, I think it was Hated with the Chthonics. So we've just got to, yep, here it is, Hated. So there's pretty low chance that I run into Benjar or, who's the other one? Not Gabblethune. The 2 Chthonic Nemesis anyway, it's pretty low chance that I run into them before we're done. Okay, let's just do this the easy way. We'll go back to Homestead. I'll grab 1 more seal out of the bank, because I'm pretty sure I've got one.
I'll keep your stash safe.
There we
It's
go.
safe with me. Promise.
Now I can go talk to the Death's Vigil. They'll give me the quest. I think I'm standing pretty much where the bones usually spawn. All I have to do is remember not to clear my rift gate, which should be fine. Once I come out of the Death's Vigil's little hole in the ground, I'll try and port somewhere and it'll say, no, you can't do that. Okay, Master Varuk. What do I have to do? Okay, I will recover those. Yeah, so... Next level. Look at that damage absorption. Juicy damage absorption, not to mention the free chaos res. The rest of that I don't care. I mean, yeah, the chaos damage, the vitality damage, yeah, that's good stuff, but we're here for the damage absorption. Would it actually be worth taking points out of something to get that? Probably not. Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, so they didn't actually take the seals yet, so I've got to get the remains first. So I had the order backwards in my head. Which, you know, it's fine. Not the end of the world, still have to do both. The remains right next to me, please, please? No. That's Black Legion's insignias. I still do need them. Thought I was being so clever. The remains are going to be right next to me. There they are. So I was close anyway. It's another seal. Lovely. Why do I feel like there should be people to rescue in that? I think this is another one of those... There's 3 different places they spawn, go find it kind of things. Alright, another Black Legion insignia. Alright, Void Touch Totem, so we'll go ahead and do that. Thinking this may not have been my best idea today, but that would be fine. Still got mirror, still got crystals. Let's turn the loot off so I can actually see what's going on. And we will start working these down. Got him, last guy. Still standing in damage, just because moving with the beam on is not particularly easy. Okay, Murmur's Kiss, Handguards of Perdition. What is Murmur's Kiss? Oh, it's that, yeah, the acid belt. Not bad for certain characters, pretty useless for this one. Warlock Crest, is that the one we want? It is not. Okay, so actually we got nothing out of this aside from iron bits that take up inventory space. Which, I mean, that plus XP is... it's not nothing. It's not nothing. Just gonna check over here for the remains of Malkadar. Also still need to find the captured farmers. There they are. There's the chthonic fissure for the area. And how many more of these do I need? This is my last one, so that's done. I guess we'll kill Bolvar. Kill his friends first. Looking at my health, kind of yo-yoing. I think I can kill him, but... I definitely don't love the amount of risk going on here. Okay, so we got 2 guns. We got Bolvar's Pendant, which is Oathkeeper stuff, and again, we got bits that take up inventory space. Where is the body? Is that it there? Might be it. It's not it. Did I accidentally pick this up? I've already got the remains, don't I? It was the first thing I did when I came through that rift gate. Okay. We'll go turn that in. I've got a bunch of quests to turn in back at Homestead as well. Here's me running around looking for something that I've already got. So, genius level there. Absolute big brain. Okay, so we turn this in. Yes, I have the remains. Go on. Are these the seals you need? And I will gather the essence. Now this one is, I'm pretty sure, in the mine. So we can go down to the mine. Or not. Depending on if you prefer to risk death in hardcore. Wait, what was that ring? It's rubbish, that's what that ring is. Just check for rare items. Pants, maybe? Impervious of Maven's Wit. Okay. The stun duration reduction is not entirely wasted. The stats are good. We're not going to use them, but they are okay. They're actually pretty good pants, but I don't need the resistances right now. Actually, I do need my current pants for elemental. Where are we up to? 73. So 75, we get that to play with, and we get those to play with, which I'm quite looking forward to. And potentially this helmet as well, although, like I was saying, the current helmet is kind of godly. I was going to check this guy. Checking, so we're at Honored. What do we got here? Vitality resistance, so I could actually cap that. Probably not a bad idea. Slith Venom is going to be poison and bleeding, so I don't really need that. What have you got? 10% Ellie res. I think it's probably worth it to chuck one of those on instead of the elemental, just to actually cap that, especially in an area where we are going to be fighting things that do vitality damage. Alright, we'll just duck back to town. And we will turn some quests in here. I gotta remember, or not remember, but I keep trying to talk to him, or I keep wanting to talk to him. We'll buy that one. Liches of attack. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, Captain Soma.
I am told I could when the Legion was forced.
Okay, and we agree to kill Karoz. You're already done. We have not yet done the mill. And here's Dayla's diary. Your secret is safe with me, I promise. Alright, that's coming up on time, so I'm going to end the episode here. So thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.